Hi.
Hello. Did you gather some research for today?
Like, sort of, not really. I don't know. I knew that you would have a lot of research, so I didn't stress out too much about.
Do you have like one page?
What are you talking about? No, of course not.
I'm over here with like five.
See, we're good then. We're fine.
Should be an hour. Okay. Pronouns. What are your thoughts?
Uh, I mean, I like them. You know? Well, like, fine, what are your thoughts? Like,
Well, I think they're important, and we'll get into this deeper, but I kind of wish that everybody would put their pronouns into like their email signatures, just because then you know, like, okay, this is what I go by, not just where you might like mislabel somebody or something like that, and then it's all awkward and I don't know. I think they're important, and I think everybody should just kind of
wouldn't it be
use them.
cool if they had like pronouns on like attendance?
Yes.
I feel like that would be really helpful. You know?
Well, except that there are so many. Like, there are so many. A lot of them I didn't even know, which is
Yeah,
kind
same.
of sad. Like, I made a list of common ones and then uncommon ones and how you use them. But there are a lot. And a lot that I didn't even
Yeah.
really know about. Okay. Um we'll jump into this. On like where we live, our driver's licensing registration company or whatever allows you to put male, female, or X for non-binary or that you don't identify with male or female. So I have male on mine. I kind of want to change it, but I apparently it's a process. What do you have on yours?
Female.
Okay. Do you think that all
Yeah.
like insurance companies and whatever should put that on as an option?
Yeah. You
Okay.
mean like have the option to say male, female, or non-binary, or
Yeah.
wish to choose?
Yeah.
I think so. I feel like that's kind of a basic thing. I feel like it should be easier to, you know, it's kind of like trying to change your name. It's like, oh, this is gonna take so much. Like, can't I just go in, sign a paper, be like, yeah, that's my name now? Like,
Yeah.
it should be that easy. It shouldn't be, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Do you think that businesses should have all employees put their pronouns in their email signatures?
I think so. I
Yeah.
feel like that'd be cool.
Recently we just right? Recently we just started putting that into ours, and I think it's a good thing just cuz then it's like common knowledge of okay, this is who we are. Like I don't know. I just kind of brought it up one day to a
Yeah.
coworker and we were just like, how do we change that? So now it's a thing. Um, do you think that it's okay to ask someone their preferred pronouns? or should it just be like guesswork?
I think it should be normalized. I think that it shouldn't be such an awkward thing. You know, it's kind of like asking, hey, how do you say your name so I don't say it wrong every single time? Or like,
Yeah.
you know, even
Yeah,
though
which is
even
just
that
starting
is
to be.
awkward, but like
That is true. But
that
it's
it's
becoming.
always kind of an awkward.
Yeah, but it's becoming more normal.
It
um,
is. And I hope it is going to be normal, you know, that it's not like I mean, apart from the fact that it is social interaction and to me that's kind of awkward, but like, you know, it shouldn't like not awkward enough that cuz I don't want to like say someone's name wrong or like I don't want to disrespect people like, you
yeah.
know, like I want to be a good human being now and again.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. See, and I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, well, it's like disrespectful to ask them their pronouns," when really,
it's it's
oh,
probably more disrespectful to guess and do it wrong every single time,
and
you
misgender
know?
someone, like, ugh.
It's like sometimes when teachers get to know me, like, you know, at the beginning of like the semester, you know, and then like 90% of the time they'll be like Katrina, so then I'll correct them. But you know, after
Mhm.
like 3 or 4 times, I'm kind of just like whatever. Call me Katrina if that's what like if that I'm not gonna waste my time correcting you every single time. It's annoying, so I'll just be Katrina for this quint. It's fine, and I don't care.
And then you'll have them next year, and it'll be for a semester, and
Exactly, like God,
uh,
there's an A in my name. Can we please not disregard the A? It's there for a reason.
maybe they think
It's
it's
there to be
silent.
pronounced.
Um. So, did you know this is like a fun factor, which I think some people will probably take as, oh, well, that's kind of wrong. But you could, like, introduce yourself as a monarch, an heir, or your majesty, because it's all
You can.
gender neutral. I mean, I don't know if anybody would want to be part of the royal family at the moment, but, you could.
Her Majesty Katerina. I love that.
You could also be, like, my liege or something like that. I don't know, I just thought that was interesting.
I really like that. That makes me happy.
Okay, so to me, I think there are like three common pronouns: um, he, she, and they. I think those are pretty much the like more known ones because some of the other ones I knew and then some of the other ones I didn't. So I was like, well, I wouldn't say that everybody would know these, but yeah, I know. So for like a subject, you could say like he laughed at the notion of a gender binary, which is a bad thing, but this was just an option of just how you can use it. Or she laughed at the notion of gender binary, or they laughed at the notion of a gender binary. And I mean, that's just the basics of it, I guess, but yeah. And then if you oh if you are like trying to put it as like this is theirs and it be possessive or whatever, you could say like their favorite color is unknown, or they like this or they like that, or he or she likes whatever. And I feel like that should just be known. But also, I don't think that they teach that in English. Even though that it's part of the Merriam-Webster dictionary or whatever that this is how it should be. I was never taught that they is not just plural or whatever it is. So why has the education system not caught up to this?
I don't know. All I know is that, people comment on like when you say like they or them, it technically means plural, but you're referring to a singular persons, and then people will get mad at you like, "Oh, that's not proper English." And I'm like, "Well, English sucks as a language, so it can't suck anymore." Like, I'm just saying, it's already awful. Might as well
Yeah.
just refer to people in the right way at this point. I'm just saying. Also, it doesn't matter. We all are terrible at grammar anyways. So,
Yeah. I think we did like a I think it was a grammar test where you had to use grammar, and I didn't get like a horrible mark on it, but like some of it I was like, why did I put that? And just because that's how it kind of works in my brain. But I mean, I think that I'm pretty good at grammar on a general basis. I don't know, but yeah.
cool.
I don't know. Okay, so for some of the uncommon pronouns, I'm going to struggle to pronounce these. But like there are so many. Like, oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 uncommon pronouns. Not all of them I knew. But yes.
What are all of them for, though? Are they all for different, like, do you know what who they refer to?
No. It okay, so my theory is that because gender is fluid, you could pick any one of them, but I think a lot of people, if they're like picking one, it's because like picking one over the other or something is because that one speaks to them. So I don't think they mean like one thing or the other, like male or female. I think it's more just kind of a broad spectrum of here, like your options, I guess. But I mean, there could be more than what I found, and I'm sure there are. But
Probably are.
are you gonna like fall asleep on us here?
No, I can't because I still have to do stuff after this. Because guess who didn't finish her homework that's due tomorrow? This girl.
Why?
I didn't have the time or the brain cells.
Which
God,
which
I
was more?
swear. I was in school all day and I still managed to suck. Literally.
See,
I didn't even, like, I don't even know how. I don't know how.
I took the day off because I
Okay.
needed a break.
Whatever. Fine. Fine.
Well, no,
Be that
because
way.
today was the day that everything had to be handed in, and so I rushed yesterday because I had 20, 26 or 29 overdue assignments last week that were from like the 12th or the 14th of March or whatever. And so I did like 3 or 4 a day. And so I got caught up, and then yesterday I was like, you know what, now I'm exhausted. Give me a day to just like have a minute. So I took a break from school, but did a lot of work. Probably more than I should have. Because I got up at like 6 this morning, which is way too early for me. Usually I get up at like 8. Today was 6. So I started work at like 6 o'clock. And there were emails. And then I was like, oh, today's like invoice day. Because it invoice day is my favorite day of the month because it's when I just send out all of my invoices and then money just starts rolling in. So I was all happy for that. And then I secured a contract with a client for 3 seasons. So I'm also excited about that. And yes, I know all I talk about is work, but that's all I have to talk about.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm so excited. I had this absolutely mind-blowing great idea. Okay, the other day. No, it was yesterday. And basically, one of my friends, her birthday is coming up. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was thinking of things that I wanted to do, obviously, because I can't actually hang out with her or I can't talk to her in person. And then I had this, like, great idea. I'm gonna make, because I have finally perfected my donut recipe, okay? And I've perfected it. And it is absolutely, because it's taken me a few tries to figure out how it works. But I did it. And I'm gonna bake her a box of donuts, and I'm gonna decorate them all cute, and it's gonna be great. And I just have to find a box. But I'm so excited.
Okay, well now I want donuts. Rude.
Sucks to be you. Anyways, I'm so excited. This makes me so happy.
Is this why you didn't get your schoolwork done? Because you were too busy crafting donuts?
No, I was too busy on Pinterest looking at inspirational things during class. Like, my literally health science teacher was talking about, like, a bone marrow or something, and I'm just, like, scrolling on Pinterest, looking at cute designs. It's fine. I didn't miss anything important, so...
Oh,
or did
no.
I? We'll never know.
Never. See, we didn't do, like, bone marrow too much, but, like, I'm taking Psychology 30 right now. And we were learning about pregnancy and birth and, like, prenatal care and all that, and I'm like, and it was, like, going into great detail of, like, the process of birth and, like, how the baby forms and whatever, and then all of these, like, ethical questions of, like, do you think embryonic stem cell research is ethically sound or not, or whatever. So I needed to do a paragraph on that, and, like, why was none of this taught in health science is my question, because it's more, like, health science 20 in our area, I guess, is more like the human body, right? So why was that not taught in that class? And instead they're going over it in psychology, which I still haven't figured out how he was relating it to, like, human brains. But that's fine. Totally fine.
I don't know about you, but I learned about pregnancy and baby development in grade 9 science.
Yeah, I did not. I mean, we went over, like, the basics, but my class had a bunch of stupid boys, so it was pretty much them just, like, joking around.
Oh, we went into details. I can tell you exactly what happens. Exactly.
Well, I can too now, because I just took that stupid class.
Every ever so exciting detail. It's just great.
So you're all prepped for your future then, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I'm so ready. Can't wait. I still have 10 years. I'll be good. Not having a kid till I'm like 26. It's like 10 years from now. And maybe even later. Just saying.
10 years.
In case anyone's wondering.
She's accepting boyfriend applications apparently.
Hi, yeah.
Possibly husband applications.
I'll my email is
We'll stick it in the description below.
Yeah, yeah. You can email me if you want to be my boyfriend.
Watch as you start getting sugar daddies, and then I'll be jealous.
Oh man, that'd be funny. Why
No,
are
it
they
would not be
watching?
funny.
Why are they listening to this? What are they getting out of this?
I don't know. I couldn't explain it to you. Okay. Back to our pronouns. Okay, so in emails, and okay, so women's pronouns are kind of confusing and kind of annoying. Like, for males, there's like Mr. Like, that's it. But then women have Mrs., Ms., Miss. Like, what? So, like, if I don't know if someone's married, I'll just, like, go with Miss, just because, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that is, like, neutral ground. Whereas Ms., I feel like that's, like, when you're divorced or widowed. And then Mrs. is when you're, like, married. But I don't know if that's true or not. That's just kind of what I have understood over the years.
I'm not sure why it matters. Like, does it change? It doesn't change who she is if she's married or not.
No.
Like, it's not like, oh my god, she's married, so suddenly she's not, like, as valuable anymore. Or, like, but then why can't we do the same for men? Like, why can't we degrade them in the same way? But now, like, just saying.
Well, what else would you add on to Mr.?
I don't know, do something stupid, like with Miss and Mrs. and Mrs. Add, like, an E after the, like, M-R-E.
Mrah.
If you're married, you have an extra E. Mrah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, okay, so there's another one which was added to the like Merriam-Webster dictionary last year, I think September, October maybe, where it's mix. MX pronounced mix. So it'd be like mix hunt. I love it. I'm debating putting that as mine as well.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, because it's instead of having like, same with the licenses rather than M or F, it's just an X. So like that. And then there's another one which I don't know. I didn't know about this one, and I don't really know who would use it, but it's like PR for per, which I feel like might confuse some people if you're like per hunt, per my last email, blah blah blah. I feel like some people will get confused by that just because it's not that well known.
Yeah, I think so too. I think mix is better. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This was a odd research project, but that's fine. I learned a bit. But yeah. Also, I'm sidetracking again because I have something exciting to talk about.
If it's about work, don't even start.
It's for my future. It's more of a dream, okay?
Okay.
I had like an epiphany this morning. So I decided that I want to have like an office building, not like a skyscraper, but like maybe 3 floors, or like even 2 would be fine. Like I could convert a house. That's what I should do. And then, like, one floor can be for, like, lawn mowed storage. So, like, all the lawnmowers, all the equipment stuff will be in there. One floor can be, like, an editing zone. And, okay, I'll preface this by saying that Maya and I were texting over the last week or whatever, because we haven't really talked in months, I guess. It might have been Christmas. I think it was Christmas when the last time that we had talked. And so I just kind of, I don't know, we started talking about, like, our futures and all of that, and I was just kind of like, I kind of want to, like, we should start an editing company. And have it be like photo editing, video editing, and like advertising. This is obviously for the future, but like, I don't know. I feel like I have all this energy, and so I want to do stuff. So I was like, okay, well, in this dream office studio space, we'll have a whole bunch of spaces. So like 4 or 5 offices. We'll have like a boardroom, like a floor for all the editors or whatever, and then like a full studio where we've got all the lights set up. We've got all the cameras and all the microphones, and like everything's just set up, and we don't have to rearrange things all the time. And everything's just perfect. This is my dream.
Cool. That's great. Anything else?
Yes, actually. Okay.
All right.
So I got my MacBook back this week.
I know. Oh my God. Okay. You, Alicia and I were talking during lunch one time. Okay. And we were both going through our texts. Because we were talking about you. And yeah, we were talking about you. I'm straight up. Okay. And you were texting us both at the same time, except that you were telling us different things. You were telling me that you weren't getting your MacBook and you were mad about it, but then you were telling Alicia at the same time that you were getting a MacBook and you were excited about it. And I'm literally so confused because we were talking about it and I was like, oh yeah, Tegan can't get a MacBook. And she was like, what are you talking about? You just told me that. And I'm like, you told me that like last night, you know? And she was like, yeah, me too. So we actually went and we looked at our texts and they're like minutes apart. You were telling us different things.
I have an explanation for this, actually.
Do you?
Okay.
Do you?
So, I think it happened one way or the other, but because my Mac had died, I had taken it in, and they had serviced it and whatever, and then said, oh, well, it'll be too much. Or not too much, but it was going to be too much for me, and I was like, okay, well, why would I not just buy a new one? So I bought a new one, and then, like, called a service tech and was like, hey, what can you do for me? So basically what had happened was I got a new one, and so the old one wasn't going to be fixed, and then it was going to be fixed, and then it wasn't going to be covered or something, and then it was going to be covered, but then a little bit wasn't going to be covered, so it was like a rigmarole, I guess. So basically what had happened is one person found out before the other.
Few minutes apart?
Yes.
Just saying, it was like minutes. And we were sitting there at lunch like, ooh, Tegan's been doing some shady things behind the screens. Man, pulling all the strings. Because we were so confused. We were like, well, maybe I texted him last. Like, you know how Tegan is. Like, he's going and on about like all sorts of things all the time. You know, you never know when you're gonna get a mass text from Tegan. And she's like, oh, but I was like, it was last night, and I was like, yeah, he texted me last night too. It's like, then we actually took out our phones, and we put them on the table, and we compared every single thing. You're a little sneaky. Just saying.
Well, and then there'll be times where I'll like text somebody something and then something will change and then I'll be like, I'll start texting somebody else and I don't know. Sometimes my brain works too fast for what's happening.
I think so.
I don't know. But you got me sidetracked. And off topic.
Yeah, sorry. What else?
Okay. So, I've been watching Justine.
Oh yeah, this is totally on topic too.
Yes. Well, okay. So, Justine and Jenna have their own podcast. I think it's called Same Brain. And so I was just like watching all the YouTube videos and I was like, I want to do that. So I started looking into, okay, well, how much will this cost and how much will that cost and like, what do I need to do that? And so long story short, I am slowly building up a studio space of equipment, possibly streaming gear. I don't know yet. I haven't decided on that. But I now need to buy a webcam or a GoPro. Maybe both. I might just buy both and be done with it. I need to get a proper microphone, not just the one that is in the MacBook, because it's okay, but it's not great. And I need a bunch of lights. So I'm going to be broke for the next little while. But that's fine. It's all for improvement. And hard drives. I need lots of hard drives. This is improving your life as well.
How exactly? I'm gonna get to see you in a better light?
Yes. Better quality. However, I will not be footing the bill for your internet upgrades.
Trust me, I've talked about it with my mom, and there was a whole thing. They're like, you're in the wrong Wi-Fi. The perimeter for that one isn't big. I was like, literally, I'm on the right Wi-Fi. It's just garbage.
You should go to...
She doesn't believe me.
You should go to speedtest.net and do a speed test. And tell me how fast it is.
We did that.
Yeah? What were your numbers?
I don't know, but it was low. Like, really low. You were so mad at me.
Okay, well, I've got 300. 300 down, 150 up. Which is currently the fastest that SaskTel offers. However, there are rumors that they're going to be coming out with 1 gig to residential properties. They've got like 1 gig to businesses, but it's really expensive. So, it's not an option. But like, if I could have that much speed to my house, that would be amazing. Like, everything would upload so quickly. I would push a button. Yeah.
My download speed is 7.08. Is that really bad? I think so.
I mean, I'm going to assume that you have like a 10 or 20 download plan. So it's not good. It's also not like horrible, but it's like not great.
It's not good. It's not good. Not it. It's annoying.
I can imagine. What is going on here? So annoying. Okay. Go away then. That's kind of scary. Also, we're back in lockdown again.
Yep.
I'm kind of happy about it, but also kind of frustrated because I can no longer see my grandparents.
I'm not happy. I'm frustrated. Man. It was really depressing, you know? Like a year later, still in the same place we were a year ago.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Well, in like the same time, like the exact
Remember when
same time
everyone
too.
thought it's going to be done by May?
2 weeks, they said. Then 2 months, they said. Then we heard nothing, and it was 6 months. And we had all moved on with our lives. And then they call you back in
Right.
August, and they're like, hey, come back to school.
With no masks. Can we... And then everyone had to go and like on a protest and be like, actually, we need to go back to school with masks. Literally, their original plan was for us to go back to school and just see how it goes.
I know.
So stupid. So stupid. I can't.
And this
We've
is
been
why...
over this a million times, but...
I know. And then there's New Zealand, who's run by, like, they have a woman prime minister, I think. I don't know her name. But, like, they're having concerts with 10,000 plus people, and they've got, like, they go in lockdown here and there, but they do it properly, so they're done with it. And then here we are, a year later, and we're still just kind of like, well, we don't know what's happening, just kind of go with the flow.
Everything was great. All the rules were steady and everything was fine. Regina and Saskatchewan, we were doing great until September. And then in September, okay, then they decided to change the rules 50 million times. We went out of lockdown, went into lockdown, came out. The rules changed every 2 weeks. So people started seeing more people, then started seeing less people. If we would have just kept the rules consistent, we would have had a much better time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Men.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Now, if we had even if we replace Mo with a woman, which probably won't happen because we're in the middle of nowhere and he likes the golf people and the golf people like him and they're all old white men. But
no one cares.
Hear me out. You keep like but if we had a woman premier, we would not be in the same boat that we are in right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I agree.
But here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
We're doing fine.
Absolutely amazing. Life couldn't be better at this point. Definitely, totally fine.
Correct.
How is it almost April?
And how did it snow so much yesterday?
It's literally white outside. I hate it so much. I thought my window was gonna blow out last night. I was so scared. I was sitting there like, please don't shatter, please don't shatter, please don't shatter.
I was more praying to the internet gods that my power wouldn't go out, because then my internet would go out, and that means that I couldn't do what I was doing. I was trying to edit and upload and all that. And so if the power went out, the internet would go out, and then that would be screwed. So So I was praying for that it didn't happen. And it didn't, so we're fine.
Yep.
And we have Friday off. I'm excited about that.
We do?
Did you not know this? It's Good Friday.
Yay! I didn't know that. Man, I don't know anything anymore.
Don't you have a calendar?
I do, but like, I don't know what happens with school. One day you go in and they're like, we're gonna dissect the brain. And the next day I go and they're like, actually, we're going online for 7 days. Every day is a new adventure.
Is that seriously... Is that literally all you're doing is 7 days of online?
No. It's not what we're doing at all. That was just... One day I came into class and we were looking at bloody brains. And the next day I came into class and then they were telling me that we were going to be going online. So, it's a fun time.
Do you know when you guys are going back yet? Like, is it like right after Easter? Is that still the plan?
We're planned to go back after Easter. Do I think we're going to go back after Easter? I don't think so. I've been told before we're coming back after Easter and I was lied to. So, I'm not trusting anyone until we actually go back. Until I step foot onto Campbell, I will not believe it. So.
I have a TikTok for this.
Of course you do. You have a TikTok for everything.
I will be sending it to you after.
Okay.
We don't need a copyright.
Okay.
I thought I had a lot to talk about, but apparently not. Like, I really thought I did. But apparently not. Oh well. Also, I learned through this research thing, I learned that if you, like, the old way of saying it would be like saying they're a freshman or something like that. You could say, like, they're a first year. Just because then there's no, like, stereotypes of whatever or misgendering or anything like that. Which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know.
It is. That's cool.
There was very little enthusiasm in that.
It's cool.
I don't know. What else?
I don't know. Oh, okay. In health science, we got on the topic of pregnancy, which I mean isn't like uncommon in a health science class, but we also like weren't talking. We were talking about like blood and stuff, and like we weren't talking about pregnancies. Anyways, Miss Hillbaum, my teacher. What?
She was my grade 9 teacher. She was nice to me, but like a bunch of other students would piss her off, and so then she would like go after them. It was a fun class, but also not. Anyway, continue.
I love her. I love her to the ends of the earth. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's great. Anyways, she's talking about like how to let the baby out. It's like your vagina be like whole. Oh my god. And she brought out a ruler and she was like 10 centimeters. Where's 10 centimeters here? Like 10 centimeters. That's how long it is. That, like, it would, like that. Right?
That's the diameter.
But then it also, yeah, like that, like the circle. Like, circle, man! And one guy, one douchebag, okay, he says, it's not even that big. And everyone in the class throws up their arms or smack the desk. We're just like, what are you talking about? That's so big. So then the guy in front of him turns around and he's like, can you imagine your butthole going that big? It's so entertaining. Because, of course, like, they wouldn't understand that. Like, it's just so funny. Because they're just like, what are you talking about? 10 centimeters, man. That's so big.
Ooh, I have a did you know fact. Did you know that a raccoon could fit up your butthole?
I knew that. You can fit a lot of things up there.
I love how this is what we've turned to.
And then one day, I was walking to the bus stop, and there was this kid in a stroller and his dad, and they were, like, staring at some ducks. It was really cute. But, like, when I was walking closer to them, what are you...
Ducks?
Why are you giving... Yeah, ducks.
They were...
I have ducks.
Okay.
There's ducks in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Mind-blowing. So I walk by, and I look at the baby, and the baby has the most beautiful blue eyes I have ever seen. Like, you know pictures of the ocean where it's like that really beautiful deep blue? That is the baby's eyes were big, and they were blue, and they were so cool. And then, like, a few seconds later, I looked up at the dad. He has the same eyes. Why can't I have pretty eyes like that? Where are these beautiful eyes coming from? Because they were so pretty. I was so jealous. Man. I want to have pretty blue eyes. No.
You can get contacts.
I know, but that's a lot of work.
Well done. Actually, I think there was a company that was, like, experimenting with, like, some dye or something that you'd inject into your eye and it would change your eye color, which I thought was really cool.
That's cool, but quite extreme. Like,
and quite expensive. It was gonna be $50,000 per eye, I think.
Per eye. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I care that much about my eye color to spend $100,000 on it. You know? There's a lot of things you could do with $100,000, and changing my eye color is not one of them.
But I mean, for somebody... Like, I mean, if the Kardashians wanted to change their eye color, $100,000, what's that?
Nothing.
Really?
That's nothing. That's like a dollar bill. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's $100,000, but I mean, like...
I saw this TikTok, and it was, like, Kim Kardashian donated, like, so and such amount of money. Like, oh my gosh, she's so amazing. And then the guy's like, what she donated was 0.00153% of her net worth. Like,
oh.
And I was like...
That one.
I don't know, that was just really cool. Because, you know, that's a lot of money. Because, like, she donated a lot of money. It's not like she donated, like, $5. But, like, you know. It's like, that much of her net worth? Wow.
I think it was Kylie. Her hairstylist or something like that has, or like got into a car crash or something like that. And so she posted on her story and whatever of please donate, and she donated, and I want to say the bill was going to be like, oh, maybe, let's say 50 grand or something like that. Something like really expensive because it's the States. And they don't have free healthcare, or universal healthcare, which is kind of stupid, but whatever. She donated $5,000, which is, from what she makes in a year, is nothing. Like, she could have covered the surgery and just been done with it. But no, she
Yeah.
donated $5,000 and then posted on her story to all of her followers, please donate money to help
Oh
Amanda.
yeah, like all the followers are going to be able to also donate $5,000. Like to the average
GoFundMe.
person, $5,000 is a lot of money.
That is like a basic car. Or if you're like really fancy, a MacBook.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, let's see, get me Apple's website. A Mac Pro, which is like for like video editors and whatever, the base Mac Pro starts at 7,500 Canadian rupees. No screen. Just the tower. The screen is like another $7,000. I want.
I can't.
And then, okay, get this. If you were to max it out so that you'd be able to do literally anything in a matter of seconds with the stainless steel wheels, the total comes to $67,000. Canadian, of course. A brand new Mercedes-Benz. Or a computer. Take your pick. Your choice.
Car.
Like, I know it's not for, like, just generic people. It's for, like, scientists or, like, Walt Disney, where they're, like, doing a bunch of crap. But, like, $67,000. I can't.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
No
$2,000 is a lot of money, but like, you do what you have to do.
No one has that amount of money. Oh my god.
Jeff Bezos.
Well, the average
Elon
person
Musk.
that I meet on a daily basis doesn't. Did you know that Elon Musk is from Regina? At least his mom is.
Yeah. I did a paper on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was some interesting research too. Maybe I should just become a research analyst.
Maybe you should.
But then I still have to work for someone. And a 9 to 5, which no thank you. I don't know. Anywho. Yeah. I don't know. Oh. We're on episode 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've gone very far. Anywho, thanks for words.
Lip-syncing.
Can we function here?
Thanks for lip-syncing.
Well, I think it was maybe going to be like lip syncing or something like that, but that's not happening either.
Thank you for lip syncing to this episode of Everything and Anything. with I don't know how to say your name backwards. But Nagit.
Yep.
Nagit. Oh my god. Nagit.
No, not an option. Anywho, thanks for listening to episode 13 of Anything and Everything.
Send in your boyfriend applications below.
Yes.
Because I need somebody to boss around, so.
Oh, is that all you need?
No, that's not all I need. I need a lot of things, but, start.
Well, now you're tipping them off that you're needy.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell everybody that.
At least she's telling the truth.
Honest.
Okay. Thanks.
Bye-bye.